Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. My name is Abby Heilman and I'm the Salt Watch Coordinator here at the Isaac Walton League of America. Today we're going to get some samples from our Muddy Branch, which is the stream right behind me, which is actually where Salt Watch began in 2018. So in order to get started with Salt Watch, all you need is a Salt Watch kit. If you don't have one, you can request one at saltwatch.org. And the other thing you need is a small vial or cup, something ideally that's either glass or plastic. Inside of your test kit, you'll find some different materials, a thank you for joining us and how to submit your data. And then also, this is called a conversion chart, and we'll go over that here in a little bit. And then how to take that sample for Salt Watch. Also inside of your kit is a little black baggie. Inside of that baggie are 4 test strips. So 4 opportunities to take samples with our Salt Watch program. So what I'm going to do in order to get this sample started, I'm going to take my little vial or cup, take it over to the stream, and I'm going to dip it in and out of the stream 3 times to make sure that I have a clean sample in case I was sampling at another site location earlier, just to make sure that this sample is pure. So what that looks like is filling the vial up, emptying it out, filling it up, emptying it out, filling it up, emptying it out, and then filling it up again about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of water. And then I'll insert my test strip and we'll talk about sort of how to interpret some of those results. Also, since today is a nice icy and wintry day, just make sure that when you're out there, you let someone know that you're monitoring where you'll be, approximately when you'll be home. Go out with a buddy. Make sure you're being safe with the clothing that you're wearing. Bundle up. And if your sample site location is iced over, if it's safe to break some of that ice, you can go ahead and do that. If it's not, you might come back a different day to go ahead and take that sample. So I'm going to go walk over to the stream here and get that sample, and then we'll talk about how to read those results. Okay, so now that I've got that sample, I can go ahead and put my test strip right in there. Try to not get the top of the test strip wet, and I'll show you what those test strips look like. So opening up this Salt Watch kit, again in the black baggie is where our test strips are. When you get these test strips, you will notice the whole thing is pretty much orange, and at the very top is sort of an orange color underneath the word Quantab. Quantab is the top of your test strip, and then there'll be a horizontal orange line. When your sample is ready to be read, there is an indicator here on these test strips. This one right here, we did right before coming on live here. And basically the top of this test strip has turned completely sort of a blue-black color. Once this test strip, this one right here, has turned a blue-black color there at the top, we know that it's ready for those results to be read. So again, this test strip has not been used. It's completely orange across the top. And then this test strip is all ready to be read. Typically, it takes about 3 minutes for those test strips to be ready. In colder weather like today, it sometimes can take up to about 10 minutes for those test strips to be ready. So what we're going to do once we have this test strip that's ready, we're going to put it here on this conversion chart. You'll see that there's a number of numbers all across the conversion chart. The numbers on the far left are Quantab units, and then we're going to use this conversion chart to convert those Quantab units into chloride. You'll notice that there's a sort of yellow peak that goes up. And at the very top of this peak is the number that we're going to use. So this peak goes all the way up to 8. So that would be 8 Quantab units. So we're going to go over here. There's no 8. And it looks like our conversion chart only goes to 7.8. So this reading right here is actually above the range of our conversion chart. If this reading, for instance, was 7.8, we'd go ahead and go over and we'd see that this reading would be 641 parts per million. But since this reading is actually above the range here of the test strip, what we're going to enter in for our results is actually 750, so 750, and that's what we're going to enter when we have data points that are above the conversion chart. Similarly, if we have a reading that's really, really low, there's hardly any peak that might be showing on the test strip. If it's below the conversion chart's capability, so in this case below 1.4, we would enter 25 parts per million or milligrams per liter. And then after we have those numbers, we're going to go ahead and go onto the Clean Water Hub, which is cleanwaterhub.org, to enter our data. Make sure that you sign up for a free account and enter that data into the system. The other postcard that's in your kit has information on how to do that. If you have any questions, feel free to go to our website, www.saltwatch.org. And we thank you for monitoring with us, especially out here sometimes during the beautiful winter.